Paris, something as simple as filling a glass of water has left tens of thousands of Chicago homeowners in a pool of debt. Reporting from WBEZ shows homeowners racked up more than $421 million in high water costs and additional fees. And 60% of those homeowners are concentrated in the city's majority black zip codes. Joining us to talk about the city's water debt crisis is Maria Inez Zamudio, WBEZ's race, class, and communities reporter. Maria, thank you for joining us. So let's start with how some of these homeowners came to find themselves delinquent on their water bills. How'd that happen?
Yes, thank you for having me. So our investigation uncovered that for years, Chicago leaders had essentially used the water department to be a source of revenue for the city. And as a result, the cost of water tripled in Chicago. And Chicago homeowners went into debt over a resource that all of us need to survive. And so what we looked at is data over the last decade, and we found that Chicago homeowners have racked up over $421 million in delinquent water bills. And this water debt crisis disproportionately affects Black Chicagoans. Everywhere we looked at it. When we looked at debt concentration, we found that zip codes with the highest debt burden are in majority Black zip codes. And the areas with the least debt burden were in white zip codes. And so this really outlines the current system for how the city collects debt. And that system often punishes homeowners.
So what happens when a water bill becomes delinquent? I imagine homeowners start to hear from debt collectors. Tell us about that process, please.
Yeah, let me explain using one example. So one of the women that we featured in my reporting is Carla Pageant. So in 2011, Carla, her water bill was just under $500 for every 6 months. She has an unmetered property, and that property is billed by the size of the property and the number of water fixtures in the property instead of the number of gallons used. And so by 2019, that bill almost tripled. So she was making payments, just not enough to cover the entire bill. And so the bills kept coming. She couldn't cover the entire bill, and the debt kept growing. So after she started getting debt, penalties were added, interests were added, and so that debt kept growing. And then earlier this year, the city turned her water bills, her delinquent water bills, into code enforcement violations. And so those code enforcement violations went to another city department, the Administrative Hearings Department, and her case was adjudicated there. But it was adjudicated there, adding hundreds in fees. And so that's what homeowners are really facing. Then once that case is adjudicated, it goes to debt collectors. And that's when she starts getting the calls from debt collectors.
And so in 2016, former Mayor Rahm Emanuel, he pushed for the water sewer tax, which added on to this water debt issue. Let's take a listen.
There's a cost to doing nothing. In 2007, there was a report. It was $67 million would cost to fix all four. It rose to $1.2 billion because we did nothing.
So the former mayor there, he's actually referring to fixing the city's pension fund by adding the water sewer tax. But explain, Maria, if you would, how this water sewer tax contributed to the high water costs.
Yes, so in 2017, this new water sewer tax is added on top of your usual water bill, right? And so I think Professor Manuel Teodoro explains it better. I interviewed him for my story, and he talks about how water affordability issues are really about the amount of money that people spend from their paychecks on water. And so he studies the ways that municipalities across the country tax or issue additional taxes on water to fund other services. For example, the unfunded city pension. And so he talks about how this is a harmful practice because everyone has to use water, right? And so this becomes a tax that impacts poor and working class families at a much higher rate than other families. So he describes this tax as regressive.
And Maria, before we let you go, we've got about 25 seconds, but what has been the response from the city or the water department to your reporting?
So Mayor Lori Lightfoot inherited this problem, and she told me, or her press secretary told me, that this is a priority to her, that she launched the utility billing relief program last year to help low-income homeowners. The city has allocated about $12 million to this program. But when you look at the $421 million that we have in debt, that's only a small fraction. So it's just the beginning. It's a small beginning.
Okay, something that I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on. Maria Inez Zamudio, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.